here's where its proper context come from. The strongest of us can withstand the most pressure. So, and we're going to put ourselves in the conditions that's in our worst interest in order to apply enough pressure to break free from the oppression. Right? When we lose track of who we are, we got to find an alternate means. And that's where the cutting comes in. But because we the strongest ones, we can take the most pressure. But pressure busts a pipe.
Pressure busts pipes, baby.
And pressure make diamonds.
Come out pure gold. Isn't that what we do with the gold? They apply so much pressure. They apply heat, fire.
They smelt the gold. But to make the diamond, they take the coal and put it under high intense heat and a whole lot of pressure.
Ooh, baby.
And
what happens
the coal,
afterwards? What happens with that diamond afterwards? After all that pressure, all that heat?
it becomes a crystal. One of the hardest crystals known to man.
Right.
If not the hardest.
So this is what I'm saying. So this is how we find our purpose. Right? Some people have a lot of shame in their stories, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of resentment, a lot of anger. But you can take that pain and those stories when we're giving that, when we're gifted that, because I see it as a gift. And when we gifted that, then we understand what our purpose is. Because no one was given these gifts for no reason. We actually asked for them. I believe we came here and we chose the contracts that we live.
Right. So that goes to the game of the gods. The gods come into human form to experience some shit called pain because it don't exist in the realm of the gods. So when they come into human form, you find most of them be paupers and beggars on the corner and you think they're just a bum. But they the pauper god, paying their pittance for being in human form by taking on the world's weight all as much as they can hold at one time. And that, to us, look like poor quality of human. We don't know that them the guys that's coming in to give you a relief because you can't carry the weight that they can carry from the oppression. They can carry it. They can endure until the end. And when they get to the end, they're going to get up and receive the crown of life. Right? I wanted to make mention of this. If you look back in our culture, they talk about women now. They say she wearing a wig, she got weave in her head. They don't got. We've been doing that shit for thousands of years. Why would we stop now? Why would our women stop now? They invented that shit so they can change and primp and be more feminine under different auspices. So why would they change it now? My daughter called me up. My daughter do hair in Chicago. Shout out to Foreign Touch. She said, Dad, they say I ain't black because I like to wear. Oh, I don't want to be black because I be doing weave and I be wearing weave. I said they must don't know where it started at. They must don't know that was one of the varying what we call adornments that our women created in order so they can please their man.
Really?
He might want dreadlocks Monday, but he might want bald head Friday.
I mean, he said he wanted to be in a polygamous situation. I said, well, which woman you want tonight then?
That's the story of the 101 Arabian Nights. When the king had the ladies, and when she run out of stories, she gonna run out of life because he won't be interested in her. He said when he finally got to the last night, she said, I didn't think I was gonna make it because I thought you was gonna get tired of my stories and kill me. He said, I've been tired of your stories. I'm just not tired of you. I've been tired of your stories, but I'm not tired of you, so I can listen to them stories.
I love this conversation because there's so much controversy. Like, you know, I'm so thankful that I've worked in that field and I was able to go really far with it too. You know, in this physical realm, I was able to win Emmys, work on TV, be in the New York Times so many times. and being at that place of, you know, what they call celebrity status when it comes to being a hair artist. And I always found that there's an energy. It's energetic. It's not just, I want to put on some hair. We were talking about this earlier because you heard the men downstairs talking to me about my hair. Because I came in one way and I came out the other way, and they was like, "Wait, you?" I was like, "Yes," and they was like, "Mom, you should wear this." I'm like, "Yes," because I want to activate a different frequency. I enjoy being able to tap into different personas, to get into different spaces, to have different type of conversation, to open up conversation, to create art. You know, it's a form of healing. It's a form of transformation. It's a communication.
Internal expression to the outside world.
Feel me? It's so beautiful, and I struggled with this for a while. I could be the first one to admit that I struggled with this for a long time, because a lot when I came into, especially coming on the social media, I came in from the industry. I came in from what people thought that I really was. You understand what I mean? They didn't know who they were. So they saw this super glamorous woman with these big old breast implants, the hair, everything. You know, I worked in the industry, and that was the lifestyle that I had at that time, but they didn't understand who I really was. And so I struggled with it, because when it was time for me to start sharing my consciousness, a different level, my gifts, and the messages from the divine, when it was time for me to come use my voice, it was really difficult for me. It was very difficult, because people just saw the surface and would judge. It was very difficult for me to become at peace with me. And that's really what the whole story was about the whole time, and I didn't understand. I thought it was them on the outside and against me, but it was never. It was always me against me. Because once I became settled and secure and confident in who I was, all the noise stopped. You understand what I mean? So it's been a really beautiful 360 at this point in my time, because now I'm like, all of it. Let's bring all of it, all the medicine, all the tools, all the expression, all the healing. And I believe that it's not just an internal story.
Super similar happened to her too. So
Y'all, okay, so what's going on right now? The energy is shifting back to the feminine energy. So a lot of y'all being caught in time loops in order to put you back on the correct timeline for you to be a winner.
okay.
Right? So you'll remember doing something. It's the Mandela effect. It's actually just a glitch in the matrix to put you on the right timeline. Because you got to be on a timeline and where that you got to guarantee your victory.
That was
Mama said her daughters get all of their shit. So all of y'all women are aligning with the earth based on mitochondrial and based on the uterus, the portals. Just like y'all got portals, earth got portals. And y'all talk to each other and syncing up around the world.
My uterus cleanse like couple days ago too.
All that fit right into the pattern from the 8/8 Lionsgate opening, going into 8 days later. That's the
do my ritual.
turnaround.
I did a ritual on Lionsgate. I did it,
Yeah.
and I did one.
So you describing the answer to the rituals you was doing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. As if it never happened. He was sitting. I watched him pull those uniforms from the bottom of the basket, and I know I washed them because I didn't want to have a morning like that. I was like, this is like, what?
Okay,
That's crazy.
now look at this, how Mother Nature works. You need to be aware that the anomaly is there.
The codes.
It has to be so blatant that you absolutely know what you can't be told that you don't know what you're talking about, because you're that sure of what happened. Right? It's a slap in the face by the universe to tell you pay attention so you can get the answer.
That was crazy.
And that's the answer. The answer is the women are lining up and it's going to be sitting in the Schumann resonance. If you watch the Schumann resonance, as they call it now, it's really Shu-Tefnut now. It flipped about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Right? When it made the honeycomb pattern, that was the Oshun energy green light to return. Then it went all green a couple days later. Right? So all of it. Yeah, it made a honeycomb pattern. Right, but most people wouldn't have paid it no attention. But I already know to look for the patterns. Yeah. Right. So in that same pattern, also looks like a THC molecule. Right.
You know, we do that around here. Good job, girl.
And the THC molecule is a mirror molecule to the melanin molecule. So the melanin is talking to the mitochondrial, and the frequency is being attuned to the uteruses of the mothers.
Because I spoke with my mom today, and I was like a little hesitant on telling her that because I didn't want her to think I was a weirdo. But she was my mom, so I was like, okay, Mom, let me tell you what happened to me. And she goes, stop it. Stop it. She goes, the same thing happened to me. Now you're freaking me out because she said she didn't even think about it because she was like, this is too weird for me. She didn't think about it. But then since I told her, so, you know, something of hers disappeared too. She was looking for an outfit or something weird, and she knew she put it here. When she went to look for it, it was gone. Even my dad, she said, even I had your dad looking all over because he knew it was there, and it was just gone. So she was like, you made me lose my outfit because you did a thing and you quantum jumped and it made me jump with the you and me an outfit. She was telling me. I'm like, okay. All right, lady.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's that synchronization.
That was crazy. So
you already gonna sync with your mother first anyway, especially if y'all got a close bond.
Now we do, so yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's important for mothers to heal, and for the daughters that's also might be slightly broken to see them heal.
You know what?
That gives the daughter the permission to heal.
That lady, she's been healing. We had a moment, we healed together. So she told me she has now been automatic writing just because she's like, I just wanted to get into something. So she's been automatic writing. This lady, okay, so clearly my mother's white. So it's so crazy to see her, like, she's been automatic writing and she's been telling me all the things she's coming up with. She's having crazy experience. Just like, whoa, it's getting weird. She finally let me she actually asked me to do a tarot reading on her. She actually like asked me, and it was like mind blowing for her. We were both just like, what's happening? It was, you know, it's been crazy. So
yeah, and that's where the communication come in on the empathy link. Y'all already got a circuit going on between y'all. It's natural by nature.
She's really opening up a lot more. She's very open-minded. Like I try to tell my dad, I'm like, she's on her woohoo stuff now. She's very like, if someone's not getting along, she's like, well, just think about how they feel. She's very like, she's on it. So now she's automatic writing, and just it's very interesting. It's getting crazy. So it's so fun. I want to pull a card. I really want to pull a card while everyone's on here. Really quick. She's dressed now. You want to see Uncle Rod, huh? You know this one. So just for everyone in the chat, this is Aura, like A-U-R-A, and she's fully deaf. She can't hear anything. She was born that way. So her and Uncle Rod, they speak telepathically. So they know what they be talking, just so y'all know. What you telling him about? She just got out the bath, so, you know. Look how she's waving. She don't even know everyone's saying hi. It's so insane. Should we go pick some cards? You see my curly hair? You're showing them? Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to let you pick a card. Next time, I'm going to take somebody else before the sister comes so I can get a couple people in.
Absolutely. Maybe we can do it on our own next time. I'll pull a card for everybody.
Oh, okay.
All right, girl. Get off of here. Let him talk to other people. Get off. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. I love that, baby. It tickles me to death every day. That's the thing, when I get on here and I start talking to people and be vibing, I don't be quick to cut them off because I want to hear what they're saying. What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Yeah, you got
just
it.
give
What's
me a
going
moment.
on?
I'm in the dark. Just give me 1 second. I'm turning on this light here.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah. I was just telling the people, sometimes I get people on here, I'll be wanting to hear them out. I don't be wanting, but then I only got so much time. So,
Yeah. No, man. Hey, especially when them kids come on, you're like, you man. And you know what? I find you just start connecting with everyone, man. What up, Rod? What up, Rod? Yo,
what's going
I gotta say
on?
this first. Thank you. From me, you helping us, man. You just every time you come down here, drop someone, we getting some keys, man. We're really getting keys. And just on the energy, yo, I haven't been sleeping. My eating's been off. I would say for the last 3 weeks. I went away to Miami. I'm in Toronto, but I went down to Miami for the Forbidden Conscious War just to kind of clear my head as well, right? And bro, I'm telling you, I haven't felt myself. Yeah, I knew that's why I was going down there. I'm like, you said it, because I was thinking that. And I said, this is the finish line down in Miami. So I went down, I was meditating in the water. I do my own magic. I don't know how to do it. I follow whatever resonates with me and how spirit feels. So I'm kind of one of those ones I'll take from here. So I just went down there. I did my thing. But when I tell you, I felt very different. Even in the Forbidden Conscious, the war coming back, I haven't felt myself. But and I like to be I like to keep myself busy, but I find with me right now, you have to slow down. It's something saying slow down, but meditate. Slow down, but meditate. But I'll be honest with you.
That's why I recommend Tai Chi, right? I tell people, if you learn Tai Chi is what I call kinetic meditation, right? It's meditation in motion. If you can use it and get good at Tai Chi, that means while you're going about your day in the world, you can still get your meditation in and get all of your tasks done by converting it from an idle cross-leg lotus position. And then you can start changing the world with your presence. Because when you're in the meditative state, you calm raging energy.
Yep.
So that's the key to learning. That's why the Asians seem like they really don't give a fuck. Because they really don't give a fuck. Because most of them do Tai Chi, and when they get there, that's like another dopamine artificial THC boost.
Yeah. So I never did Tai Chi. I remember growing up as a kid. I grew up in areas where there were Chinese people, and you see them in the morning doing it. But I don't know, we had I think everybody, the brothers know, we grew up having this like for Kung Fu and these things. Well, we fucking created it. So I would just be in my backyard, my shoes off, and I just start grounding. I do breathing. I have a little spliff in my mouth, and then I start doing my own Tai Chi, my own movements, and I just breathe with it. And sometimes it's almost like you're in a trance state. I do it sometimes even I just go play some music, and I take my feet out and I start moving. And I find that is one of the best ways for me to I just feel bliss. But I also feel like I'm ready for whatever. You know what I mean? Normally I'm doing that at night.
We talking about the women healing, right? You see, when you be in that state of bliss, now that comes like if you have a group of healed women and they all in their element, right? They got their feng shui, right? And they all together in harmony. The energy shift.
Dope.
The mitochondrial resonance turns all the way to full throttle. The men rely on the women to reach that state for him to reach his godhood. You can't reach it without the woman amping you up. She's your alternator.
I noticed on one thing that you said there, and I've noticed. I've been with my woman for 9 years, and we knew each other from back when we were way back, right? And one of my hardest things is not being like my father. Okay, so my dad, I'm gonna tell everybody, my dad was a good man in his heart, but he was abusive. He was abusive to my mom, verbally, physically, mentally.
That's a side effect of us never being taught how to control. Because what it is when that mitochondrial turn up, we go slightly crazy for a minute. before we regain our orientation. So it's like we getting hit with some dope we don't know how to control yet.
Like,
and it makes some of us violent.
That's what, like, I was starting. I know. I'm glad you said that, because in the last 3-4 weeks, my shit's been all over the place. Even before, there was times where I was like, I'm healing, and then I'm like, yo, bro, I look like just like my dad. I'm freaking out. I'm like, go into that place I don't like, and I'm like, I don't even like that. And I had a heart-to-heart with my wife, and I was like, bro, there's some things about me that I'm like, this is the person I want to lose. This is the shit I don't, generational trauma I want to drop. Right. And it comes out sometimes, and I'm like,
convert it by using, like, redirect your focus of anger in your perspective of view, right? So when you want to get the anger out, we got all kind of ways to get the anger out now. You can go to the gym, you can hit the heavy bag. If you want to feel somebody punch you back in the face, you can get in the box 3 rounds of sparring.
Yeah.
You know, go into where they training these young boys for MMA. Yeah. You know, just to get the aggression out, because that's what the aggression there to protect the women.
Yeah, I know.
Because they got us so confused to who the enemy is, we attacking every motherfucker around. The closest motherfucker around you getting bit.
And I'm a person, if I fuck up, I'm going to be like, oh shit, I fucked up. But I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to explain myself, and I'm going to try and reason. And I found me and my wife in the last couple of weeks in a different mental, spiritual. I feel like we just hit another point where we were like, we just got over something where